Hey everyone, today let's know about the Egyptian sun god Ra. Let's start the video, but before that I request you to subscribe to the channel and like this video so that I can bring more exciting ones like this. The sun god Ra was ancient Egypt's most revered and sacred deity, who they worshipped as king of the gods and father of creation. The almighty sun god Ra was an enduring deity in the pantheon of ancient Egypt who remains a subject of fascination among scholars today. King of the deities and father of creation, he was the most sacred of all the gods. A solar deity who embodied the sheer power of the sun and gave life to the universe. As such, he symbolized the great reverence ancient Egyptians had for the sun as an agricultural society in the desert whose lives revolved around growth and regeneration. Ra's human form typically had the head of a falcon on which the sun disk rested, sometimes encircled by a sacred cobra named Uraeus. However, the sun god Ra took a variety of other forms, including a scarab beetle, a ram, a man, and even the sun itself throughout the evolution of ancient Egyptian civilization. According to many Egyptian myths, sun god Ra was responsible for the creation of all life. Out of eternal darkness, an entity called Atum called forth the beginning of creation. An island slowly emerged out of the primeval ocean, which turned into Ra, the sun god. Ra spawned the first gods: Shu, god of the air; Tefnut, god of humidity, along with Geb, the earth god, and Nut, the sky goddess. Geb and Nut birthed Osiris, an perfect being who became ruler of the world. Ra created the elements and produced humans from the tears of his eyes. As creator of the universe, Ra became father and king to all gods and humans and living creatures. Egyptians believed that it was Ra's duty to travel across the sky every day, bringing light and life to the world. As the sun set, Ra would descend into the underworld where he battled against forces of darkness, including the evil serpent Apophis, in order to ensure the sun could rise again in the morning. Egyptians likened this daily pattern of light and darkness to the entire cycle of life in which humans live, die, and rise again in the afterlife. In one of Ra's originary myths, he discovered that mankind was plotting to overthrow him. When Ra saw how destructive and disobedient mankind had become, he sent his eye in the form of Hathor or Sekhmet to dish out harsh punishment. She took the form of a lioness and raged across the earth on a killing spree, almost wiping out the entire human race. Ra was forced to intervene, tricking the goddess into getting drunk so she could no longer inflict harm. In this way, Ra first introduced death to the world, asserting his almighty power over the people. Not to be confused with Ra himself, the eye of Ra was a god's feminine counterpart, sometimes described as his daughter, wife, or mother. The eye was a potent extension of Ra's power, which was associated with several different goddesses, including Bastet, Maat, and Sekhmet, each of whom had a protective role in keeping Ra safe from external evil forces. It was their role to pressure his family or royal authority, sometimes through violent means. Legend has it that Ra held a secret name within him that held the key to his power. In one myth, Isis, goddess of magic, healing, and motherhood, tricked Ra into revealing his name by making him so ill from a venomous snake bite that he had no choice but to surrender it. He thus giving away a core part of himself to her. Isis used Ra's power to protect her son Horus and eventually transferred the power to Horus so he could take up the throne following Ra's retirement. While Isis ensured her son's future, she also made enemies out of Ra's most devoted followers. In later mythologies, Ra was merged with several other deities to assume different forms and attributes. When merged with Amun, an unknowable creator deity, Ra became Amun-Ra, radiating the primal power of the sun. In his associations with Horus, the god of the sky, Ra became Ra-Horakti, sometimes known as Ra-Horus in the horizon. Well, that's it for today. I hope you're liking Nerdies discoveries. Can't wait for the next video to learn more and be fascinated about. See you on the next. Bye.